Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Prince Eric, and on today's video we're going to topic about the Dockyard event Lüshun here on the public test 12.7. So this is gonna be exciting for this year is talking about a Tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer Lüshun. Like from the previous Dockyard is a Tier 9 Dyson. So the Tier 10 Lüshun is coming right on the update 12.7. So what is specialty to do? So let's gonna find out. So Dockyard Lüshun consists of 35 ship building patients in total, 30 ship building patients for a Dockyard combat missions, as well as 5 of them will be purchased on doubloons per each. So let's head on to the Dockyard. Oh, by the way, you can see the Dockyard on the upper left corner of the screen. So now it's ship building page 11. So let's head on to it. Just have to wait for the loading screen to appear. Here goes the Dockyard event Lüshun. Sorry guys, I just have in my screen here, it shows something as slow loading. Here we are, Lüshun. The destroyer is armed with a 4 rapid-firing 130mm deep battery guns, against 2 torpedo launchers with Deepwater Torpedoes. She is also equipped with heavy repair teams and Hydro-acoustic Search consumables. Note, the heavy repair teams are similar for the use of Sevastopol. The Dockyard combat missions for duration on this event will start on the update 12.7, it ends at the start of update 12.8, with most of these combat missions will be end on the update 12.9 or it consists of the high main battery firing rate. We got Deepwater Torpedoes to be featured on the Pan-Asian destroyers and Pan-Asian cruisers, and low detectability. This means for that Lüshun can go on low detectability just like the Pan-Asian destroyers. So Lüshun describes us is a Neustrashimy class destroyer coming from the Soviet Navy. It donates to the People's Republic of China Navy. So let's head off to the shipbuilding process. Okay, so here we are ahead for the first time dispatch. As you can see, this is got to be shipbuilding page 11. By doing this, we're going to start recording on the shipbuilding process ahead for a Lüshun at the Tanyu Dockyard. So let's home for the beginning one. So firstly, I have to get some rewards that are already from. This is what's from the Dockyard combat missions in the public test, but this is not the final. We should up ahead for the live server. Here are some of the rewards. Okay, let's get started for this Dockyard. So you can see this, the destroyers have been gotten to lay down. So I'm not gonna commentate it on this video while on ship is building in process. So I'm gonna start this right now and have to continue right now for the use of the W. So starter paths are long gone since we applied right now for the combat mission. But at the start of the update 12.7, so be sure right now to apply the starter paths before doing so the Dockyard combat mission. So let's on the watch the shipbuilding process for the beginning. As you can see, the destroyer was laid down at the Dockyard. So the key was laid down and the process was begun to construct. Some of which the generators, turbines are now ready to deploy in the stocks. So guys, if you wanted to suggest my Dockyard event on the first impression last time, so be sure like, subscribe and click the bell on the notification icon so you won't miss out on the Dockyard event really soon. So Okay, sorry folks. So recently we discussed about the Tier 9 Japanese Warships. I said, as I suggested that, which is 750 viewers. Thank you so much for my recording. And thank you for my support to our channel. So please continue on to get more subscribers and reach our daily minutes for 1,000 subscribers in order to get some of my records. Let's continue on the shipbuilding process. As you can see, the page 11 has been stopped due to something for the Dockyard combat missions. But don't worry, we just gotta activate with the doubloons. The doubloons of each paces will be 950 doubloons. That means for a total of 24 paces left will be at 46,800 doubloons. But some of these rewards are the following. Here are the rewards that's coming from the various resources. So unfortunately, like for Puerto Rico event last year, so in this Dockyard event shows we don't have anything possibly mid-tier ship for a shipbuilding basis rewards. So let's continue construction and ready ahead to the port. As you can see, the destroyers begin to layer by layer of each construction for steel armor plates as well as the skeletal ships. Some workers can mitigate it for working at 24 hours a day, 7 weeks. Mostly for these workers needed to be alternate workers. So I'm gonna start the video talking about my first impression for Tier 10 Pan-Asian Destroyer Lüshun. We'll be ahead soon, once the construction of the dockyard will be completed on. Layer to layer on progress of the pole of the ship is being constructed on the way. I think they're almost finishing touches right now for the whole of the ship and begin ready to painting on. Now it begins immediately to relaunch. Ship's iron platform has begun constructing. So immediately the page 28 will be here for the launching of the ship. We'll be ahead of it right now. Here it goes, the launching of the ship. After launching the ship, it will begin fitting out. Fitting out is one of the most shipbuilding process construction of each sequential. So as you can see, installing the main armaments, anti-aircraft batteries, the torpedo launchers, as well as depth charges. Depth charges is most important for use attacking against submarines. In the game, these depth charges will be located in the rear section and the front section of the loop. Deploying the right boats. We're almost finishing touches right now for this ship and ready to go for commission. We're almost about the final assembly for these destroyers. There you go, ship's finished. Looks like Lüshun is finally here. Okay, so it's the Neustrashimy class destroyer coming from Soviet. Wow, I can see for that now. It's a Tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer Lüshun has finally completed and ready for decommission into the Navy. So this looks like a Lüshun. Depth charges available coming from the back, and most of them the light bolts as well as the rubber. And I don't know, this is gonna be a rubber circling dock for the efforts the sailors must be rescued on to avoid drowning. So here it is, the Dockyard construction Lüshun being completed. So let's head on right now to our port for our first impression. By the way, so let's collect the reward. Okay, so I'm done finishing right now for the Dockyard event. We'll be here right now in the update 12.7. We'll see you there as announced. So let's talk about the Tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer Lüshun. Here we are, the Pan-Asian Tier 10 Lüshun. Pan-Asian destroyer coming from the USSR as the Soviet Navy. So that belongs to the People's Republic of China Navy. So I can switch right now the flag, which is, I suggest the naval flag. Right, yes, it was a People's Republic of China Navy. So here's a war paint permanent camouflage for Lüshun. So the exterior camouflages comes in, and here's our regular permanent camouflage with color blue scheme. Nice. That's looked forward ahead for this. I'm getting exciting right now for the Pan-Asian destroyer coming right up ahead soon for 2 months time. Okay, so let's talk about the first impression Lüshun. So Lüshun describes as the Neustrashimy class destroyer, and you should notably ahead for these appearances look like. Similarly, these torpedoes comes of a deep water with the main battery ornaments. It's just like on the rear and the front. So I'm gonna do something like that to have the team. So let's get started about the survivability. So the survivability initially was 20,500. With the armor layout, is going to be a lightly solid armor, which is consists 19mm of armor, and the ship's superstructure is almost 13mm. None of the heaviest armors has been indicated on this DB. So the main batteries consist the 130mm 58 Type 76 on the Type 76 mount, 2x2 of 130mm. Firing range is about 12.8 kilometers. The torpedoes are coming the 533mm twin tuple PTA 5363B, armed with Deepwater Torpedoes, which is most commonly targets against cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers, but immune to destroyers. The range is about 11 kilometers, the speed is about 65 knots. Damage is 17,933. You can adjustment right now for the various upgrades and commander skills. Depth charges consist the location on the rear side, on the back of the destroyer consists the consists there are 3 charges already ahead to target against enemy submarines. Maximum damage is about 1,700. Number of charges is 2. Bouncing the charge goes 12. Real time 40 seconds. A defense, this is going to be the similar A defense layout coming from the Neustrashimy. So the 25mm Type 61A mounts located in the mid-stirrup of the ship. The 57mm Type 66A mounts on 4x2. The lastly is one of the used main batteries. The 130mm 58 Type 76 on the Type 76 mounts. The continuous damage is about 162. Damage by shell explosions about 1,680. Priority sector reinforcement about 35%. Fighting range is about 6 kilometers. Sorry. So the maximum speed is about 36 knots. Turning circle radius is 700 meters. And the rudder shift time is about 4.6 seconds. So this is basically a Halland-style destroyer on this Pan-Asian destroyer. Concealment, we got detectability range by sea is about 7.2 kilometers. Range by depth is about 0 to 3.5 kilometers. Detectability range by air is about 3.5 kilometers. And assured detectability range is 2 kilometers. So let's get on ahead for the captain skills. So I have changing the commander skill right now. So coming from grammar. So I have got a list for the full priority DBs, which just comes for the both Pan-Asian destroyers and Pan-Asian cruisers needed to be commander training faster. So I have to save and suggest to do so. So the preventive maintenance, the last stand, survival with the expert, and the concealment expert. So don't follow right now on these arrow containers, which is not recommended you use useful. So I would advise to go on a torpedo build. So I'm gonna need to do the feeder tubes, the swift fish, the liquidator is very important for this. Oh, by the way, you have a heli repair team, make sure you're gonna need a superintendent instead. Or you wanted to go on the adrenaline rush, but that's not recommended. So you advise to go on swift and silence. So the main battery reload time is gonna be increased to 5% and can be activated about the ship speed is 8%, but it's also not recommended. Okay, so I'm gonna choosing on, but despite these Pan-Asian DDs without a surveillance radar, as well as the smoke generator and the Torpedo Reload Booster consumable. So I would advise to say things are gonna get rough. Okay, might be gonna a superintendent, and the last one gonna need is the you're gonna need a incoming fire alert, not recommended. You're gonna need consumable enhancements. These are suggested for the torpedo builds. If we wanted to do that, we're gonna need an adrenaline rush. So adrenaline rush is very important for this. This will come for that a reduced torpedo tube reload time when it comes HP down to 0. But you also wanted to go consumable enhancements, the same thing ahead like for the superintendent. Same things ahead coming from superintendent. We can choose both of them 3-point skills commanders for a suggested requirements. So here are the gunner requirements for a torpedo build. So that's for it right now. And let's gonna start right now for the equipment. Here are the most equipment are gonna need to do for the Pan-Asian destroyers. It's gonna be similar for the Pan-Asian destroyers. So I'm gonna click mount recommended going on to see what's going on. So I advise to stay. We don't wanna use the main battery build. So I'm gonna use right now the torpedo build instead. So the main armament is 1-1, which is gonna be the first slot. Second slot is always engine room protection. For the third, you can choose both of these main battery gun build and the torpedo build. I was gonna be advised for that, the torpedo tube Mark 1, because this is very important for that build. fourth is the prop mod 1. The fifth slot is gonna be the concealment system mod 1. The last three comes on the choosing either main battery mod 3 or a torpedo tubes mod 2. Whether you want decided for captains for a main battery and a torpedo build. So I'm gonna choose right now for torpedo tubes mod 2 for this destroyer. So we got the consumables feature. Heavy repair teams. This one's the consumable found on Sevastopol. The HP per second is 102. The action time 60 seconds. Cooldown times going on 120 seconds. Consumable charges is 3. You can always additional charges right now for the use of the superintendent. And the Hydroacoustic Search, which is going to be featured in this Pan-Asian destroyer, like for the others in the Pan-Asian tech tree, has Torpedo Reload Booster consumable, but it has a surveillance radar. So in this ship does not have a surveillance radar. So here I'm gonna recommend the signal so far. So this, but also destroyer should mount the Juliet Charlie signal to prevent the risk of detonation. So I'm gonna apply skills right now for the fully mounted upgrades. By the way, if you wanted to remove the liquidator in order to get adrenaline rush and superintendent, you might get as well as this build. So here we are. So Mike got recommended for this build for now. So maneuverability, which is gonna be the concealment time is about 5.8 kilometers. It's gonna be a close right now, the A range. Theory consists we don't need for that the main battery here. Torpedoes is gonna be at 2.5, but however, the wheel time is about 95.6 seconds. The speed is about 72 knots. The detectability range is about 0.8 kilometers for these commander skills and upgrades. So that's for my end of our video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell or notification icon. So we posted about my first impressions of the Dockyard event for this. So if you have my questions, go on the comment section down below. So if you gonna explain to do everything about it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope see you in my next video. See you guys. We're going about this exciting Dockyard event in the update 12.7. Stay tuned for find out more. We'll be going for the Tier 10 and Asian Destroyer Lüshun. See you guys.